And what's your reaction to cancel culture?
I think it is fair. What's at the core of this is there's a number of kind of interesting points that need to be made. It's basically about the free exchange of ideas. It's having the ability to give people the platform to say what they're thinking. But we always have to remember that there's a lot of questions about freedom of speech, freedom of expression, because what we have to continually think about, and we're not just doing that now, but we also know this from our histories and our experiences, that ideas are not just ideas. Thoughts are not just thoughts, but we have to think about what the impact that our thoughts have on individual lives, which then means that there is an ethical and moral imperative on individuals to say things that actually uphold the way in which we understand, liberal democracy, or the way that we understand that we want to live in a society. I think what's happening now is that there is a time, if you want to call it a reckoning, where people are thinking, well, what is it that you're saying, and is it helping our societal ills? So, for example, we tend to think, we need to get two viewpoints. There needs to be a for and against. But what we must think about is, can we really have two views on racism? Can we really have two views on homophobia? Can we really have two views on white supremacy? Can we really have two views on rape? All of these issues are now coming more and more into our public spaces. On the other side, I think what's important, Ivan, is that we have to think about freedom of speech. You must be able to say what it is that you want to be, what it is you want to say. And I also don't think that cancelling is. I don't really like that term. What I think is important is that all of our ideas need to be interrogated.
Sorry, Amanullah. Sorry, you've just contradicted yourself now. You said on certain issues, and you're really good at the way I'm saying it, where it's not right to have two views, and then you went on to say there's a freedom of speech. So if I say something about racism or something about white supremacy or something about homophobia that which, let's just trace, it was deeply offensive to a lot of people, do I have a freedom of speech to say it or not? Because you seem to be confusing me.
You should. You should have the freedom to say that. But you also have to have, what it requires from us is that we have to have an ethical and moral reckoning as well, to think, what is the impact of what you're saying? Which then leads to individuals saying, well, that person, I don't like the term cancel, but this is basically what's happening. I think it's a very young term to use, this cancel culture. But I think what it is that the ideas need to be interrogated. And I'm really concerned about the things that we put out there and the impact they have on your average person in the street.